Learn to see. Realize that everything is connected to everything else. A seemingly simple statement, yet it carries a profound philosophy, opening the door to a deeper understanding of the world. Learning to see is not just about observing with the eyes, but also about understanding with the mind. Not just receiving images, but deciphering the hidden layers of meaning beneath them. A person who truly knows how to see does not merely perceive what is in front of them, but also recognizes the underlying mechanisms at work. They do not view things in isolation, but instead notice the invisible threads that connect everything together. In art, a painting is not just a collection of brushstrokes. It is a story, an emotion, the very soul of the artist. In science, an invention is not merely the result of a single idea, but the culmination of countless observations, experiments, and seemingly unrelated pieces of knowledge. In life, no person exists in solitude. Everyone is influenced by their surroundings, by encounters, opportunities, and even the smallest decisions they make. Nothing in this universe is random. A gust of wind does not merely shake a leaf. It is the result of atmospheric currents circulating across the globe. A small action can trigger a chain reaction, influencing a series of subsequent events. A single sentence can change a person's way of thinking. An idea can spark a new era. Recognizing that everything is interconnected allows us to find our place in this vast world, not feeling lost, but understanding that we are part of a greater whole. Every thought, every action, no matter how small, has meaning and impact. Only when we learn to see with an open mind can we truly comprehend the invisible connections between everything around us. This not only helps us acquire knowledge in a more holistic way, but also enables us to live a more meaningful life, appreciating every moment, every person we meet, and every experience life bestows upon us. Therefore, do not just look, learn to see. And when you do, the world will no longer be a collection of scattered fragments, but a complete, vibrant masterpiece. The one who walks straight has no fear of falling. A short, yet powerful statement, serving as a guiding principle for those struggling at life's crossroads. When one walks with integrity and determination, there is no need to fear stumbling, for they are not swayed by temptations or paralyzed by fear. This truth applies not only to one's personal journey, but to all aspects of life, work, education, and social relationships alike. Walking straight does not mean choosing an easy path. It means holding firm to one's principles, staying true to oneself, and not being influenced by external pressures. Those who have a clear vision of their goals and refuse to waver in the face of challenges are the ones who go the farthest. History has shown us many great individuals who exemplified the power of perseverance. They did not succumb to fleeting trends or let criticism deter them. Instead, they steadfastly pursued their ideals. It is this unwavering commitment that led to extraordinary achievements, not just for themselves, but for humanity as a whole. In life, we will inevitably face difficulties, opposition from others, self-doubt, and temptations that threaten to lead us astray. But if we maintain a firm mindset, refusing to be swayed by negativity, we will no longer fear failure. Each step forward is built on a foundation of honesty and responsibility. This inner strength creates an invisible force that helps us overcome any obstacle. Not fearing to fall does not mean never facing hardship or failure. On the contrary, every stumble is an opportunity to refine ourselves, to adjust our course without losing our core values. A person of integrity does not shy away from mistakes because they understand that only those who dare to confront failure can truly grow. The lessons learned from setbacks become invaluable tools that propel us forward. In the workplace, those who are honest, responsible, and upright earn the highest respect. They may not achieve success as quickly as the deceitful, but over time, they build a reputation and lasting value. A leader with integrity creates a strong organization. An honest employee gains trust. A sincere friend forms meaningful relationships. This proves that integrity is the path to true success. In today's world, where moral values are sometimes overlooked and dishonesty can yield short-term benefits, staying true to one's principles is more crucial than ever. Those who dare to walk straight are those who dare to face themselves, refusing to let circumstances define them. Instead, they shape their own destiny. When you have nothing to hide, there is nothing to fear being exposed. When you live with integrity, you do not have to bow your head before anyone. This statement is not just theoretical. It serves as a mirror for self-reflection. Are we walking on the right path? What fears are holding us back? Are they truly worth worrying about, or are they mere illusions created by our own doubts? When we have the courage to move forward and the resolve to uphold our values, nothing can stand in the way of what we seek to achieve. Life is a long journey, and everyone faces their own trials, but only those who walk straight, undeterred by external influences, truly take control of their destiny. When you know you are on the right path, there is no need to fear. Just as the saying goes, the one who walks straight has no fear of falling, for they know that even if they stumble, they can always rise and continue moving forward. The greatest deception that humans must endure is their own perspective. The world does not operate according to how each individual perceives it. The most dangerous deception is not the lies from others, but the illusions we create for ourselves. Humans tend to believe what they want to believe, accepting what aligns with their personal views, while disregarding truths that may shake those beliefs. This makes us easy victims of our own limited thinking, trapped in rigid patterns we unconsciously construct. This deception is not merely ignorance, it is, more dangerously, a form of self-delusion. When we believe in something too strongly without questioning it, without considering different perspectives, we build an invisible prison for our own minds. Social prejudices, personal beliefs, and even past experiences can act as tinted lenses that distort reality. This is particularly dangerous when making crucial decisions, as cognitive biases can lead to irreversible mistakes. History has proven that great changes always come from those who dare to question their own perspectives. The greatest scientists did not accept apparent truths, but challenged them. From Galileo, who stood against false beliefs about the universe, to Einstein, who revolutionized our understanding of space and time. Had they blindly accepted what the majority believed without skepticism, humanity might never have achieved such progress. Recognizing our own self-deception does not mean doubting everything, but rather learning to think critically. The key is to verify information, broaden perspectives, and embrace opposing viewpoints without letting personal emotions obscure the truth. A truly wise person is not someone who is always right, but someone who understands they can be wrong and is willing to change when presented with compelling evidence. We live in a world overflowing with information, yet truth remains scarce. Social media, the press, and personal ideologies can trap us in an echo chamber of information we want to hear rather than what we need to hear. This requires awareness, the realization that sometimes the greatest deceiver is not someone else, but our own thoughts. When we understand that personal opinions are not always absolute truths, we gain the ability to perceive the world more openly. This not only helps us avoid mistakes caused by limited thinking, but also allows us to develop our minds, acquire new knowledge, and enrich our life experiences. Truth is not found in what we believe to be right, but in what we are willing to explore with an unshackled mind. He who sows virtue reaps honor. The value of a person is not measured solely by what they possess, but by how they live, how they treat others, and what they leave behind. This saying carries a profound philosophy about the moral cause and effect principle. When one sincerely sows the seeds of virtue through kindness, integrity, and righteous actions, they do not just earn the respect of others, but build a lasting legacy of honor. Honor cannot be bought with wealth or power. It is the reward for those who steadfastly uphold moral integrity throughout life. In a world where fame is sometimes mistaken for status or fleeting success, this saying serves as a reminder that true honor does not come from external grandeur, but from the core essence of a person. Great leaders are respected not because they wield power, but because they lead with responsibility and ethics. The most memorable teachers are not necessarily the most skilled, but those who impart knowledge with compassion and dedication. A person leaves a lasting impact, not through words alone, but through actions and the values they pass on to future generations. The essence of virtue is not merely avoiding wrongdoing, but also choosing to do what is right, even when no one is watching. A truly virtuous person does not act for recognition or personal gain, but because they believe it is the right thing to do. Like a farmer planting seeds in the soil, they may not see immediate results, but over time, good seeds will sprout and bear fruit. Likewise, a person of virtue, even in silence, spreads positive influence and gradually earns the trust and respect of those around them. In life, we witness people who achieve success without ethics. They may attain temporary fame, but rarely sustain long-term respect. On the other hand, those who persist in upholding moral values may face challenges initially, but in the long run, they are the ones who leave behind the most enduring legacies. True honor does not come from fleeting applause, but from actions unseen, yet powerful enough to create real change. Understanding this helps each person navigate their path correctly. When faced with difficult choices, always remember that virtue is the one thing that cannot be traded. It may not bring immediate success, but it lays the foundation for a meaningful and honorable life. And when a person sows virtue, they do not just reap honor, they build trust, influence, and genuine bonds with those around them. Water is the force that controls everything in nature. Water, a seemingly simple element, yet it holds supreme power in nature. A small stream can pierce through solid rock. The vast ocean can engulf entire continents, and each raindrop can give birth to life. This is not just a statement about physical phenomena, but also a profound philosophy reflecting the essence of change, the power of flexibility, and the fundamental laws governing all things. Since the dawn of life, water has played the role of the source of all living beings. Without water, there is no life. Every creature, every species, whether large or small, depends on water to survive. But water does not only bring life, it can also destroy. The most evident proof lies in tsunamis, floods, and ice, which have the power to alter the history of entire regions. This reflects an undeniable truth. Real power does not always have to be rigid or overtly visible. Sometimes, it operates silently, transforming the world in ways that few can perceive. The strength of water lies in its adaptability. When faced with obstacles, it does not resist, but finds a way to flow around them, gently maneuvering past. It can be as mighty as a waterfall cascading down a cliff, yet as tranquil as a still lake. This is the ultimate symbol of adaptability and wisdom, a profound lesson in how humans can confront difficulties. In life, those who learn to be as flexible as water, knowing when to navigate gently and when to surge forward with force, are the ones who can master their destiny. It is not always necessary to confront challenges head-on. Sometimes, taking a step back means taking 2 steps forward, waiting for the right moment. Just as water patiently erodes massive rocks over time, water also reveals an undeniable truth. It connects everything. The oceans have no borders. Water flows from one source to another, evaporates, and falls again, creating an endless cycle. This reflects a fundamental law of nature. Everything is interconnected, influencing one another, and nothing exists in isolation. In society, just like water, humans must connect, share, and create streams of knowledge, emotions, and culture to grow. Furthermore, water teaches us the lesson of perseverance. It never stops moving, never stands still. Whether in liquid, solid, or gaseous form, it constantly changes, adapting to its environment. This is the perfect representation of continuous growth and the indomitable spirit that refuses to surrender to adversity. When people stop learning, stop progressing, they become stagnant, just like a pool of still water. This saying not only emphasizes the power of water, but also encourages each person to keep moving, changing, and developing themselves. Ultimately, water reminds us of humility. It does not boast, does not compete, yet it quietly nurtures life. Rivers do not flow for themselves, but for the lands on either side. Rain does not fall to show off, but because life is waiting for it. This is a profound philosophy on how humans should live, not seeking to show off or prove oneself, but allowing true value to shine naturally. Thus, when looking at water, we do not just see a mere element, but a lesson about life, about the workings of nature, about true strength that does not lie in rigidity but in flexibility, not in noise but in steady perseverance. Only when we understand this can we live in harmony with nature and with ourselves. Life is like flowing water, constantly moving, constantly changing. Those who understand this law will know how to adapt, be flexible, and persist in overcoming challenges. Sometimes, strength does not come from rigidity or direct confrontation, but from the ability to maneuver, to find the most suitable path forward. After all, water does not try to break barriers head-on, but gently weaves through every crevice, eroding what once seemed indestructible over time. Water can be gentle and soft, yet it can also be powerful and fierce when necessary. In life, we must know when to act gently and when to take decisive action. No difficulty is permanent. No obstacle is insurmountable if we know how to flow with the currents of life, turning challenges into opportunities and continuing forward. Just as water changes its shape to fit its container, humans must also be adaptable to their environment, ensuring that they do not succumb to adversity. As Lao Tzu once said, "Under the sky, nothing is softer or weaker than water, yet nothing can surpass it in overcoming the hard and strong." The perseverance of water is the clearest testament to the power of resilience. Water never stops, never disappears. It merely changes from one form to another, from a small stream to a mighty river, from rain to vapor, and back to the earth again. This is the cycle of life. No matter how many challenges arise, no matter how many times one is blocked, those who know how to adapt will always find a way to continue their journey. Each small wave can bring change. Each flowing stream can carve a path. And each individual, if they learn to adapt, grow, and continuously learn, can shape their own destiny. Do not fear change. Do not be afraid of hardship. Be like water, always moving forward, never ceasing, never stopping. Be like a small spring, slowly carving a path through the rocks, until one day it becomes a grand river flowing into the vast ocean. Water also teaches us the lesson of connection. A single drop of water may seem insignificant, but when it joins the ocean, it becomes part of something immense. In life, each person can become strong on their own, but by uniting, by integrating into a greater collective, we become an even more powerful force with greater influence. Life is not a solitary journey, but a network of connections between individuals, between people and their communities. Like water, we cannot exist apart from the whole. We must learn to harmonize, to flow together. The final lesson water offers is that of humility. Despite its immense power, water never fights for the highest position. It always flows downward, yielding space for what needs to rise. A great person is not one who strives to stand above all, but one who knows how to bow down, to help, to share, and to uplift others. Because like water, when we give, we do not lose anything. Instead, we create new currents that allow everyone to grow together. Therefore, live like water, persistent without being stubborn, flexible without losing oneself, gentle yet strong. When faced with difficulties, remember that water never stops. It always finds a way to keep flowing. No matter the obstacles, no matter the changes in form, it remains true to its essence, continuing its journey to where it needs to be. Carry within you the spirit of water, not just to overcome challenges, but to take control of your destiny, so that wherever you go, you leave your mark.